togetherness. It means having friends who you can honestly talk to.
Just friends, neighbours.
There's always someone who can always help, advise, talk to. If you've got any problems, there's always someone.
I'm at Cove Football Club, which includes a first team, a youth setup and a thriving walking team who I'll be meeting today. Walking football was created in 2011 and is one of the most fastest growing sports for both men and women. It started to help older men participate in something within the community to help fight loneliness and isolation. With the help of a Barclays Bank advert in 2014, which was filmed here at Cove Walking Football Club, the sport gained in popularity and it's thought that there are now over 1,000 clubs nationwide, allowing enthusiasts of all ages and abilities to play the game. I'm here with Steve Swain, Secretary of Cove Walking Football Club. So Steve, when and why was Cove Walking Football Club formed?
Cove Walking Football Club has been in existence around 5 years now, and it was formed because there was a desire amongst some of the old aged community around here of trying to get back involved in football, and somebody came up with the idea about walking football, and as a consequence of that the club formed, and now we're very successful. We've got nearly 100 members and we play 3 times a week.
Could you give us a brief explanation of how walking football works?
So walking football, obviously by the very name of it, it's walking only, no running. It's 3 touch, the ball doesn't go above head height. We normally play about 3 games during an hour session in the mornings, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it's more about the skill of passing rather than sort of running to get the ball and things like that.
So what does community mean to you?
Well, if you think before the advent of walking football, we'd probably all be sitting at home getting under our wives' feet or something like that. But of course we can come down here. We are a community of older men and women, because we have some women that play on a Monday night as well. And there's a big social part about it, about being concerned about each other's health. It's quite good, I think, for mental health as well, coming to play here, because you're in a community of similar like-minded people.
In 2016, the BBC reported that more than 3 million people over the age of 60 were living with depression and that 4 out of 5 received no help from the NHS. It was also found that it was older men that were less likely to have support networks or reach out to their community to help. Finding something in the local community that has been designed and adapted for those who needs outside of mainstream football, but that encourages familiar feelings of the love of the game and has many benefits. Playing walking football can help reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and strokes, improve blood pressure and help to gain a better balance, strength and reaction times. It also has the potential to reduce stress levels, improve the social part of life and can help be part of combating loneliness. After each match spell ends, there is a very friendly atmosphere back in the clubhouse, and each session ends with friendly interactions and biscuits with a cup of tea or coffee.
I just retired from my job, and through the grapevine I heard someone was starting walking football, so I gave it a go at 65 and now I'm 76, so 10-11 years later I'm still here and enjoying every moment. I retired and then was thinking, what can I do? You know, and I used to go to the gym, I still do, but you don't speak to anybody at the gym really, nobody speaks to you. But then I had a kitchen fitter come round and I asked him one day, what are you doing tonight? He said, I'm taking my walking football team. I said, a what? A walking football. So I got to know it and found out there's one really close to where I live here. I didn't know at all, so that's how I got into it, and since then really enjoyed it.
I got involved through a friend that recommended it. He was playing and he said, "Why don't you try it?" And I must admit, I was a little bit doubtful in the early days. Walking football, hadn't really been developed. It was very strange. What does walking football mean? But I came along and just loved it. It's got into it. Played football when I was young. The fun, the camaraderie, playing in these modern 3G, 4G pitches was fantastic. The banter, the friendship, the camaraderie was great. So 10 years later, still here.
Well, it goes back sort of 9-10 years. I was one of the, when we first started doing this, it was 3-a-side on a tarmac tennis court, and very hard on the knees. But then we come over here, and it's brilliant. You know, some of the aggro that you hear about, and you think, why, oh why? You know, we're a bunch of old men playing football. You know, it's like the last of the summer wine playing football. It's camaraderie, it's social network, it's brilliant.
Bit of fitness, but you know, I knew a few people playing, a few of the old players I used to play with when I was younger. So you know, and I just fancied giving it a go again, really.
I love it because it's a great way of keeping yourself fit. I got diagnosed with prostate cancer about 5 years ago, and since being diagnosed with prostate cancer, I've spread the word. And believe it or not, we've had 10 people in our football club at Cove, out of a membership of over 100 people, also been diagnosed with prostate cancer. So it's a way of when you get diagnosed with something like that, you need something to do, you need to focus back on what life's all about. And it's not just about playing the which keeps you fit, but it's also about the comradeship with other players. And since I've been down here, I've met players down here that I hadn't seen for over 40 years when I used to play grassroots football.
For a number of reasons. Initially, it was just to get into some sort of exercise, originally, because obviously when you stop working, tired. And having started to play, you just sort of want to keep on. I mean, yes, I do ache a bit afterwards sometimes, but yeah, no, there's a very, very friendly bunch. Everyone's in the same sort of situation, and it's just good fun and healthy.
Well, I've always played football, and I was a kid on football, so I'd heard about walking football, seen it on TV and various places, so that's how I kind of learnt about it, really. I love football. I've always played, so yeah, it's just kind of fits my number one sport, the thing I enjoy doing most, I think, so yes.
To try and keep fit, yes, at 72, you've got to do everything you can. So to try to keep fit, it's for the company as well. Although the year is good, but the company and the banter that goes on with it is brilliant.
I'm not in the best of health. I have a leukemia. I had a heart attack and a bypass, double bypass. But I needed exercise because previously I was 25 years of taxi drive, sitting down, not getting much exercise. So now I do it for exercise, although I play in goal, but I still play 3 times a week. And the camaraderie with others. It keeps the brain alert, especially as I'm treasurer, so I look after all the money. So I keep active that way as well. So it's health and social.
Whilst talking with players here at the club, the importance of friendships, both on and off the pitch, is a massive part of what makes Cove Walking Football Club such an important part of the community. This club is a vital part of the community for many. It provides both a physical and mental benefit to the part of the community that traditionally, especially within the game of football, are thought of too old to play the game. It gives access to those in the community who feel they do not have anything designed for them, ensuring that anyone can still be part of the beautiful game.